Hey guys, it's Clay from Clear Critique. Let's talk about Tenet. Yes, that one. Christopher Nolan's recent time-manipulating epic came out a while back, but I wanted the dust to settle a bit before tackling my issues with the film. A film that I don't hate, but one that was a surprisingly frustrating watch. I'll try to make this quick and fun. These are my 5 biggest problems with Tenet. I've read some articles calling Tenet high concept, and I don't think that's correct. In filmmaking, high concept means an easily summarized pitch, a what-if scenario that you see in summer blockbusters. Low concept is more subtle, harder to define, and tends to focus on character development. Tenet is not easy, and yet not particularly subtle or character-based. So it's not high or low, it's just concept. That's all it is, really. The dialogue, the action, the story itself all center around concepts of time and fate. And I understand, as someone who writes and studied fiction, the desire to explore all of these ideas he came up with in one story. It's hard to condense. But inversion, temporal pincers, turnstiles, the algorithm, it's like wearing a girdle 2 sizes too small while also smuggling a kilo of heroin. Nolan simply tried to do too much conceptually in a limited space, and therefore almost every moment had to be dedicated to exposition. It's an irritating game of catch-up for 2.5 hours. You get the sense that the actors don't fully grasp what they're saying, and with this dedication to concept, everything else, characterization, motivation, emotion, are neglected. Even if all of this were improved, even if the concepts were more succinct or better explained, seriously, this battle plan may as well be in Mandarin. Tenet would still be walking with a peg leg for the simple fact that I can't understand half of what people are saying because of the goddamn sound. Picture, right now, my trying to explain a complicated topic. Something mystifying, like astrophysics or how people bought into QAnon. You're intrigued, so you sit and listen anxiously, but then I start blasting operatic electronic music from surround sound speakers, and it just gets louder and louder, and you keep leaning forward to catch these vital tidbits of information until eventually you risk face-planting the ottoman and just give up. Screw it, whatever, fine. I guess I'm just not going to understand. This is the most exposition-heavy movie of Nolan's career. Why would you approve sound mixing that deafens the dialogue? I had to put on subtitles. And I like the score, but it's misused so badly.
Within the others, damage to one structure won't compromise the other.
What? And I swear, at one point I felt like Nolan was trolling us. Not only is the music too loud and the dialogue too low, but the characters frequently talk through obstructions. Masks, a loud bus, ambient noise, and then we get this scene, where they maneuver high-speed sailboats for some reason. What the hell even is this scene? Anyway, the visuals are sleek and it's appropriately loud with wind and white water and music, and then this happens.
What do you know about opera? In 2008, a remote Russian missile station was...
Really? You're going to deliver exposition here over headset mics in this environment? It's like a teacher trying to make their lecture more exciting by repeatedly thwacking a cowbell. It's illogical and distracting, and I just don't get it. This part will be short, but I have to address this awful section of the film where the protagonist meets a guy, to meet a girl, to meet a guy, to meet this arms dealer, to meet Michael Caine, to meet this woman, to meet the villain, and now we're at the hour mark and my head is on my desk. This worked in Inception. In fact, it's my favorite part of Inception. But it worked because 1, people were being recruited for a heist, so the film is prepping us for something fun. 2, the characters themselves had more personality. And 3, the scenes offered some visual flair. Tenet hops around the globe, but the actual conversations are bland, both in cinematography and in script. At the very least, if Nolan condensed this somehow and shot them better, it would feel more like a story and less like hopscotch. Some of the dialogue here is just awful. I mean, really bad. Not a single line is memorable in a good way. Some exchanges attempt to come across as suave or fun, like a budding bromance, but are vapid and out of place. And quite a few lines are so cliche, it's shocking, as if a post-it note on the screenplay saying, "Change this line," went astray.
Hey, easy, fella. Where I'm from, you buy me dinner first.
Huh, that sounds familiar.
Buy a guy a drink first.
Most guys buy me dinner first.
Jesus, son, buy me dinner first.
You whiff. You're buying me dinner first.
Well, then could we at least pull up here and get some dinner? Because I like to be wined and dined after I've been...
The dialogue is enslaved to exposition, and there isn't much room for genuine human connection. I know Nolan has been criticized for this before, but I was emotionally engrossed in The Dark Knight and Dunkirk. I felt their relationships, motivations, and fears. 90% of the dialogue here is emotionless plot, and much of it could be alleviated with a clever quip here and a heated exchange there, but the quips are forced, and the dramatic moments fall flat, either because you're still trying to understand what's even happening, or when the line makes you roll your eyes so hard Mad Eye Moody would be jealous.
If I can't have you, no one else can.
Alright, I have to do it again.
If we can't have her, no one can.
Because if I can't have you, nobody will.
And if I can't have you, neither will he.
If I can't have you, no one can.
And if he can't marry me, no one can.
And if I can't have him, well, you know how that line goes.
Yes, I sure do know how that line goes. Number 1. I don't care. I don't care who lives or dies, who succeeds or loses. I don't care about this almost romantic connection between nameless man and tall lady because it's never shown why he cares so deeply for her. I don't care about this friendship or its big twist, because what little moments of levity between them are unprovoked and dumb. I don't care about the stolen painting MacGuffin, the son who is spoken about more than shown, or the villain's motivation as straight out of a cartoon. The film sparks with ambitious action. They smash a real airplane, the forwards-backwards fistfight is an interesting idea, and there are moments in the climax that are just jaw-dropping. But I'm sitting and watching all of this play out with almost no emotion because the film did such a shoddy job getting me to care about the actions or the plot. It took several watches to fully understand movies like Primer, but I rewatched them because I wanted to understand them, not because I had to. Confused or not, it was a journey on which I trekked. Tenet ain't no journey. It's not even some ethereal experience. It's a conceptual sloppy Joe. You can spend as many years as you want developing these complex ideas, and believe me, I do admire Nolan for his creativity and drive, but if you don't understand how to make me care, then I don't care to understand it. What were your issues, if any, with the film? Be sure to comment below, subscribe and share to support the channel, hit the bell for updates, and check me out on Twitter and Letterboxd. As always, thanks for watching.